seen one like this. Look at the colors. Oh. Let's get us some water first in a little while, okay? Another update video here of the babies. Look at these babies. How cute. You might be wondering why one of the yellow ones has a green dot on its head right there. Right there. That's to mark if it's male or female, I believe. That's what I think it is. Marcelo will know that for sure. But yeah, they marked them so we would know. They're doing excellent. They're running around.
And they have to do exercise.
You can hear them chirping from outside.
Hi everyone. And I wasn't here when the baby chicks got here, but we had everything prepared because it's important for you to set it up your baby's room when your wife is pregnant. So it's important to have your brooder ready when you're having baby chicks. Just saying it. Just saying it. My wife is laughing because she thinks
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, well.
I never heard that comparison before.
Me neither. I just came up with it.
Makes sense.
But I tell you what, since we got, we had a little confusion. I have to do a inventory, but I don't know if it's 130 or 127 baby chicks. Let's call it 120. Let's call it 130. Whatever. Over 100 baby chicks, which 110 will be our meat birds, and the rest will be to increase our laying hens flock. I want to show you what we do. What we like to do, because we don't want any disease or anything, we do use medicated feed. This medicated feed, it's crumbled up.
Just for the beginning, right? We don't use that continuously.
That's how it looks like. What is that medicated feed? Do you have hormones in there? Do you have antibiotics in there? No. It's no antibiotics, no hormones. This medicated feed, it's only against coccidia and what's the name of the other disease? I forgot. Morak? Is that what it's called? Well, what happened is when the baby chick comes, they stay in the brooder for about a month, 2 months, depending on what your area, depending on the things. What's up, guys? You're making a noise there.
And chirping. So cute.
So we choose medicated feed for various reasons. We don't believe in shots. We don't believe in give a vaccine on the baby animals or anything, unless if it's really necessary to save their lives, like or something like that. We prefer to give the medication ourselves as we need it to save an animal life, and it is a very important thing. All right, they're loud today. I mean, they just arrived today, but they're really loud right now. So you can see, like, some of them are sleeping. The other one just walked by and she was sleeping. Walked by and touched them. And she woke up. But look at this little guy over here. He's chilling under the heating lamp. Right now it feels like it's about 90 degrees in here. It's hot in here. Another good thing you need, it's wood shavings. I personally like to use wood shavings. Don't use cedar though. I won't recommend you to use cedar wood shavings because cedar has naturally oil, and which can harm them. They're just born. And these wood shavings are very thin. Their little toes, their little feet are so tiny. After they get bigger, we transition from the wood shavings to wood chips and hay, like straw hay and things like that, because it's a lot cheaper. But then we will do that outside. But in the garage, what we do, we put the wood shavings, and then we keep the garage door locked. In the daytime, what we do, when it's nice and warm, we open up the garage door so the sun will hit right here. They can have some sunlight. They can have some good times, feeling like they're outside. I like this. This creates a nice heat for them. As well, I have a brooder, a flat brooder over there, which work as a heater as well. They can go underneath and cuddle underneath like they do under their mother hen.
Do you want to open the...
They just, yeah, I can open it. It's easier to see. So what happened is the heat in there, it's only on this side. And it's kind of hot for the touch. If you touch too long, it burns your finger. But they feel safe underneath. And what I did, I leave one feeder down for the tiny little birds. Can you show them? The feeder is completely down on the ground. The other feeder over there, I don't know if you realize, it's suspended a little bit, maybe a couple inches, 2-3 inches from the ground. Which the big guys are still eating, see? The same feed, but over there, they can, some of them, the little guys, go and hide it underneath, and they use that as a safety thing. So it releases their stress when they're safe, when they feel safe. The water, this water is not for baby chicks, it's for bigger chickens. So you want to make sure the water is always full, because sometimes these won't fill it up to the top, and the little guys won't be able to reach. So you want to see a difference? When you add a little water, you put the water in there, but then you add a little more, it goes all the way to the top, see? And it helps them to get more fresh water.
We keep dumping it, but the wood chips keep finding a way to get in there.
Yeah, because they are really good. They're really good in climbing everything. So they climb the food, they climb the water. It's important for you to change your water.
Oh yeah.
First thing what we do when we bring the baby chicks home, you inspect the baby chick. Hey babe, can you turn Elijah Jeep off, because he forgot his lights on. It's right there. Yeah, because then his battery will be dead. So what we do, you can do many different things. We prefer to add some sugar in the water for the very first time, because they're thirsty, and sugar, if you're like me, if you're honest, like, you know, if you're really honest, you will agree with me that sugar is addictive. And those little guys, they need to be hydrated because they travel for 72 hours. So it's very important for them to be hydrated. So when you add sugar in the water, what do? They drink it and they say, oh, sweet. It's like me with chocolate. I keep going back there. So they keep drinking and drinking and drinking and drinking.
The little guy is so loud.
Oh, that's the guy's.
Yeah, he's chirping.
What are you crying about?
Hi,
He looks like a very tiny little one, huh?
He's so sweet. I love the baby chip.
Let me see this little guy. Come over here, buddy.
Oh,
He's so tiny.
Sweet.
She is so tiny.
Hi.
And by the way, her wings is, I think that's a female.
Hello.
That might be one of her laying hens. Go under the brooder, little one. Go under the brooder. You might feel safer over there.
If you're having a rough day, come spend some time looking at the baby chicks.
They're cool to watch. We have one. We call her
so
Zebra.
cute.
I don't know where she is. She's somewhere. I think she's all the way in the back there. But
Yeah, she is in the back corner.
But what I want to say though, it's very important for them to eat and drink. So what do? When you first get them, you grab a baby cheek. I'll do it with one just so. Come over, buddy. Come over. Grab it. You inspect to see their feathers. You see if their wings are good. See if their foot is nice. They're big. No hurt. Nothing. They're pretty active. What do? You come over here. and you put their beak on the water and put him right there. Obviously, this one's already done that, so they already know. It's important for them to be hydrated and for them to know where the food is. And spread out the food in the water. Put the food over here, food over there, water over there. So it's really, really important for them. What's the other fact? Oh, another very important thing. Baby chicks needs dry chips. And I don't know if you agree with me, but you don't want to step on nobody's poop. You don't want to get any poop. See how this is, the water got spilled over here? And because this is not on the dirt, it's humid. This is wet. So what we need to do is remove this and put a fresh dry shavings, which we will do in a little bit. Now, what we need to do, we want to make sure they're safe. We want to make sure they're, they feel protected under the brooder, feel protected even under the feeder if you can, or create some, if some people don't have a brooder like this, I understand, don't have a way to hang their feeders, you know what, grab a cardboard box and tuck it in the corner, tie it up on the brooder or something. Make them kind of like a little house where they can cuddle in and get under there, or you can do a cardboard box, put upside down and cut a door so they can go in and out when they want it and hide it. So it's very important for them. What do you shoot? Oh, that's the zebra one. She just came under the brooder right there. She's fast too. That's one of our lane hens. I don't know if you can see it.
Not yet. She's under
Oh,
there.
she went over there. She will come out. So another important thing is to watch them. They will tell you if they're cold. They will tell you if they're too hot. Sometimes you have a small place, and if they are cuddled all under the lamp, that means they're cold. They will tell you exactly what they need. If they are running away from the lamp, that means they are too hot. You might need to raise your lamp. So because of this type of brooder that we use, this is a chicken tractor that we use. We have a bigger chicken tractor outside, but this is the smaller one we use. We use it for this kind of stuff. It has a lot of room. If they're too hot in these two areas, they can run over there, over the other area, under the other corner of the chicken tractor and feel safe. Now, see how they're eating little pieces of rock and dirt. I put it a little bit in there. See, some of them are packing on the. I cut some clover and some pieces of grass. I throw it in there in the middle. You don't want to give them too much though, because you want them to eat the feed, the medicated feed. It is very important for them to eat the medicated feed, because the medicated feed has their medication so they don't get sick with coccidia and all that stuff. But they need the greets too. They need to eat the little rocks to go in their little I forgot the name, gizzards to help process the food. But you don't want to give it too much because you want to motivate them to eat. Now, this is the beginning stage of having baby chicks. If you tag along, if you watch some of our past videos, we have some other videos, and when we raised meat birds in the past. But we're going to keep doing more videos about this, guys. We want to do updates, and we're working on a video that talks about what you need to have in terms of medications and things like that. For in general, if you have a baby chick that got sick, what should you do and everything. So keep tuned, and we will keep teaching and try to do whatever we learned through these times, and whatever we learned through our experience or to other people, we want to pass it on. So I just want to say thank you for following our channel. Thank you for being there for us. Thank you for just watch your videos, because I don't think I'm that funny. My wife sometimes thinks I'm funny, but she is more funny though. She comes up with some weird sayings and funny sayings that I just like, what did she just said? But oh well, anyway. So I just want to say that thank you. If you can, it will be a huge help. Subscribe to our channel. It won't cost you anything, and it will help us tremendously. Thank you, and I'll see you next time on the next video in the same channel.